Welcome back. We now cross over to our international correspondent, David Kibuka, who's in Russia. Dave, how is it there?
This place is Loy. The Russian opposition leader was shot dead. When they told the Russian President Vladimir Putin that his opposition had been killed, he was like, I had nothing to do with this. I promise. Me kill opposition, never. Then they asked, why are you laughing? I'm nervous. I'm nervous talk.
Okay. Then what happened?
Then the Russian president said, I will search high and low for killer. But I said, the first place that you should look, President Putin, is your own house. And if you don't find him there, maybe you should look in the mirror for the killer.
Okay, but nothing has been proven, right? Don't be rushing to conclusions. You see what I did there? Russian.
At least, I'm just going to ignore that. But at least we know that President Zuma won't kill Helen Ziller because he's too busy trying to avoid being killed by his own wife.
So what are you saying, Dave?
Dictators will do anything to cling to power, Loy.
Agree.
It's because they lose touch with reality. Like last week, President Robert Mugabe was eating elephant at his 91st birthday party like it ain't no thing. Even though Zimbabwe is such a poor country. Like when last did you see a Zimbabwean eat chicken, let alone elephant? And there must have been one person there going, is this free-range elephant?
Okay, Dave, back to the point. What I'm saying is that you can't say Putin is a murderer without proof.
We all know what happened, Loy. We don't need proof. It's like cell phones causing cancer. We know that they cause cancer.
I think they test the waves on mice, Dave. But the more important question is, what can be done about dictators?
We need to stop picking politicians as if it's a popularity contest. It's the only profession where you get the job because you are popular. Like imagine we did that with doctors. Like you'd go to the hospital and Juju would be like, even though I failed my first aid test, I can do this operation on you because I am shouting. You must vote for me simply because I am shouting. As a doctor, because voice can cure you.
So Dave, how must we pick our politicians?
I have a question for you, Loy.
Okay.
I heard that the show might not be on Thursday nights anymore. Is this true?
Thank you, Dave. That was David Kibuka in Moscow asking silly questions. I mean, what kind of a question is that? When I heard about these spy cables, I assumed what most South Africans assume, that Jason Bond or James Bond are now cable thieves. Easy nyoga, but I was wrong. A ton of information was leaked from the State Security Agency to Al Jazeera. Now, before we can get our cables and why they were leaked, can we talk about why the word cable is still being used in 2015? As if spy tapes wasn't embarrassing enough. First tapes, now cables. I can't wait for the vinyl or rock painting leaks. So what's the big deal with these cables? Can anyone explain?
The SSA, it appeared to us and other analysts who looked at it, is absolutely overwhelmed, lacks oversight, lacks mission clarity, and is absolutely vulnerable to manipulation from outside powers.
Okay, why is the Ministry of Signal Jamming overwhelmed? What's going on?
They face endless requests and tasks about pursuing individuals the West considers as affiliated with Al-Qaeda or the Israelis see as being involved somehow in developing Iran's nuclear program.
So you're saying that the reason our state security agency is overwhelmed is because the other intelligence agencies from other countries are making us do their homework. Listen here, America, we also have our problems. I know you want your problems, but we have ISIS here as well. They call the Africans right-wing extremists, which is like an extremist, but they wear khaki and eat biltong. To be fair, not all requests made to the SSA were by the United States government. Here's one.
South Korea intelligence agency said that they considered me dangerous and made the request to South African state security.
That is the most dangerous man, according to South Korean intelligence agencies, and quite possibly surveilled by our intelligence as well. His name is Kumi Naidoo, the director of Greenpeace. So when our agencies aren't looking for ISIS in Benoni, they are burning some serious tax rand on making sure that this man, the king of hippies, the pope of good vibes, the high priest of recycling, and most definitely a vegan, isn't a threat to national security. So what did the Minister of State Security have to say about all of this?
It's a crime. It's illegal to disclose such information outside the classification protocols.
So basically you're saying it's illegal for you to get caught. Mr. Minister, it looks like you're about to tell us that these spies are why you need signal jammers. Soon after that, you'll be telling us that it's these spies that are causing you to put through this protection of information bill. How else does this make any sense? But don't worry, South Africa, sleep easy. These spies are not all they made out to be.
June 2010, Dear Spy Diary. It's a World Cup year and I have infiltrated South Africa. I am deep undercover. It's amazing all the places you can go when you are dressed like Zakumi. To be convincing, I've learned the native traditional dances like the Toalatsa and the Tsipa. It's only been a week, but my mission was a success of note. Bafana are already out of the tournament. The locals weren't surprised. I was under orders from China. I don't know why. I don't ask questions. Such is the life of an international freelance spy. December 2014. Dear Spy Diary. The years have been good. South Africa is a paradise for spies, the new El Dorado. I've amassed a great wealth as a gun for hire, espionage to the highest bidder. My latest work, an FSB contract. They used to be the KGB. Project All Black Everything, to plunge the country into the Middle Ages, the time of darkness. Much easier than I thought. After days of recon, energy drinks, and no sleep, all I did was relieve myself on a silo. It was rewarding. Whoever thought a little wet coal could destroy a parastatal, paving the way for a brand new trillion rand nuclear deal? Sneaky Russians, you gotta love them, otherwise they'll kill you. And then, just like Arthur's Kwaito career, I'm a ghost. February 2015, Dear Spy Diary. Sometimes it's great to be a spy. There's lots of travel, great medical, and you get to play with gadgets too. Today, I played with my signal jammer. You can operate in the shadows for decades. Stealing plans for the Mossad, smuggling yellow cake, and poisoning the president's food. No one bets an eyelid. But take away an MP's Twitter, and it's pandemonium. March 2015. Dear Spy Diary. After many years of disguises, shaken martinis, flipping allegiances, and missing textbooks, I find myself between a rock and hard place. Some half-wit agent has broken the spy code and leaked my cables. I fear this may be my last entry, my dear Spy Diary. I will miss typing in you. Hush now. We will always have El Dorado.
Oh my word, I just love this guy. He reads everything out loud. Hey, all these secrets, what a scoop.
My dearest diary, I love you.